Have you ever had one of those mornings where everything just feels flat? You get out of bed, maybe pour yourself a cup of coffee, stare out the window and wonder, is this it? Is this how every day is supposed to feel now? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Life after 65 brings a lot of changes, some we expect and others that sneak up on us. But here's something many people don't talk about enough. Getting older doesn't mean the joy fades. In fact, with just a few small shifts, you can bring more light, energy, and happiness into your daily routine than ever before. Today, we're going to talk about something simple, something powerful. 5 joyful habits you can add to your day that will lift your spirit, strengthen your body, and brighten the time ahead. These aren't big, complicated tasks. No rigid schedules. Just honest, feel-good habits that make you excited to wake up and start your day. Let's start with something easy but incredibly effective. Moving your body in a way that feels good. I'm not talking about pushing yourself at the gym or counting steps until your knees ache. I mean joyful movement. That could be dancing in your kitchen to your favorite oldies, stretching your arms out in the sunshine, or taking a slow walk in the park just to listen to the birds. The point isn't the exercise, it's the feeling. Moving releases those feel-good chemicals in your brain. It clears your mind and reminds your body that it's still alive, still strong, still capable. Even 10 minutes of gentle movement in the morning can set a positive tone for the whole day. And while your body's waking up, don't forget to wake up your mind too. That brings us to another habit that often gets overlooked. Starting your day with intention. Not a to-do list, not chores or errands, but intention. Before you even get out of bed, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's one thing I want to feel today? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's connection. Maybe it's curiosity. You don't have to climb mountains or learn a new language. Just plant a little seed in your mind that says, today I choose to feel good. That small moment of intention can act like a compass, gently guiding your actions, your attitude, and your energy. Now, once the day is in motion, one of the most underrated ways to keep your spirit high is through simple connection. We humans are wired to connect, even if we think we're doing just fine on our own. A joyful habit here might be as small as a smile at the mail carrier, a quick phone call to a friend, or even chatting with someone at the grocery store. If you're not the chatty type, that's okay. Sometimes connection is just sharing space. Sitting on a bench near other people, being part of the world, reminding yourself that you belong to it. Joy multiplies when it's shared, and even the smallest interactions can make a big difference in how you feel. So we've started with movement, intention, and connection. 3 habits, all gentle, all doable, and all designed to bring a little more joy into your daily rhythm. Because yes, that sense of wonder is still in you. It doesn't vanish just because the candles on the birthday cake keep multiplying. It just needs an invitation. And one of the most powerful invitations you can give yourself is the 3rd joyful habit, creative expression. Now, before you say, oh, I'm not creative, let me stop you right there. You don't have to paint like Van Gogh or write poetry like Maya Angelou. Creativity isn't about being perfect. It's about playing. It's about letting your hands, your voice, your heart do something just for the fun of it. You could doodle in the margins of a notepad, bake a new recipe just because it smells like your childhood, write a silly story that no one ever has to read but you, sing in the shower, rearrange your living room furniture, knit a scarf, even if it turns out a little lopsided. The joy doesn't come from the outcome, it comes from doing, from letting yourself create without rules, without pressure, and without fear of judgment. Think of creativity as your inner child whispering, can we play now? And the more often you say yes, the more color your days will hold. And here's something beautiful that happens when you create. You begin to notice more. That brings us to the 4th joyful habit, intentional noticing. Now that might sound a little abstract, but it's actually quite simple. It means slowing down just enough to pay attention to the little things that so often slip by unnoticed. Maybe it's the way the sunlight hits your window in the late afternoon, or the way your cat curls up like a cinnamon roll on the sofa. Maybe it's the crispness of an apple, the sound of a favorite old song, or the warm feel of water on your hands as you wash the dishes. These tiny moments, we overlook them all the time. But when we pause and really notice, we invite joy back. And try this. Once a day, take a moment to notice something with all your senses. What do you see? Hear? Smell? Feel? It could be as quick as a breath or as long as a slow cup of tea, but it grounds you in the present in a way that makes ordinary life feel extraordinary. And that awareness, that slowing down, it gently shifts how you experience your whole day. Life becomes richer, more vibrant, even if nothing big is happening. Joy stops feeling like something you chase and starts feeling like something you find, right here, right now. And so, we've explored how gratitude, movement, creativity, and noticing can transform even the quietest days. But there's still one more habit I want to share with you. One that can fill your heart in a way no screen, no routine, no possession ever could. And that habit is connection. Not the kind where you scroll through social media or answer a dozen texts. I mean real, heartwarming, soul-nourishing connection. The kind that reminds you that you matter and that someone else does too. After 65, life can quiet down. Friends move, families get busier, routines shift. It's easy to find yourself spending more time alone than you expected. But joy has this funny way of growing when it's shared. That's why the fifth joyful habit is this. Reach out to someone, every day. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture, a simple phone call to an old friend, a short chat with your neighbor as you check the mail, a kind word to the cashier at the grocery store. Even writing a postcard, yes, those still exist, and sending it to someone just because. These small acts of connection can ripple far beyond what we see. When we give a little warmth to someone else, we get some back too. It reminds us we're still part of something, still woven into the fabric of life, not just watching from the sidelines. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have many people left to call, then maybe it's time to find a new circle. A book club, a gardening group, a volunteer program, or even a local senior center where stories are swapped over coffee and laughter echoes like music. The joy of connection isn't in numbers, it's in presence. One real moment with one real person can be more uplifting than 1,000 silent days. And here's the truth. You're never too old to make a new friend, to brighten someone's day, or to feel needed. So let's take a breath together. We've walked through 5 beautiful habits: morning gratitude, joyful movement, creative expression, intentional noticing, and heartfelt connection. None of these require you to change who you are. They're just gentle invitations to feel more, laugh more, move more, and live more. You don't have to do them all at once. Start small. Pick one. Let it become part of your rhythm. And when it feels natural, try another. Because this isn't about being perfect. It's about remembering that your days still matter. Your smile still lights up a room. Your joy is still contagious. You have more to give and more to receive than you may even realize. So today, choose to add just a little more joy. Let it be imperfect, let it be playful, let it be yours. And if something in this video resonated with you, share it with someone you love. Tell us in the comments what brings you joy these days. We'd love to hear from you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're building a warm and welcoming space here, where life after 60 is not just about getting by, it's about living fully. Here's to brighter mornings, fuller hearts, and the beautiful reminder that every day is still a gift. You deserve to unwrap it with joy.